Following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
If you're building a buying, selling a home, the real estate crew's got news for you. The Real Estate House Party.
With attorney Rick Carter,
Real Estate House Party.
paralegal Kathy Holtshouser,
Real Estate House Party. Come in, have fun.
and comedian Tony V. Now, here's real estate attorney Rick Carter.
Welcome and thanks for joining us on the holiday edition of Real Estate House Party.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
happy
you
holidays.
red.
I have my red.
Oh, I didn't get the
red.
memo.
You didn't get the memo?
No, we didn't get the memo.
Christmassy, Kathy.
I do?
Yeah, sure.
You haven't read one of my memos in 30 years, so where would you read that one today? All right? We're already off track. We haven't done the introductions yet. This is horrible.
Terrible.
Don't say off track.
Oh.
It's not a good time for it.
Okay. Can I introduce everyone?
Please do.
They might not remember all of you, all right? Since you haven't been here in a little
No,
while.
I know. I
All
barely remember.
All right, so we have the king of comedy improv, Tony V. here.
Yeah, right here back.
Finally back.
Yes. And we got everyone's favorite paralegal, the queen of the paralegal
I
world.
feel like you're mocking me.
No. Not in the introduction, but wait till the rest of the show. You're going to get a lot of mocking, all right? Kathy Holtshouser.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And you two don't go anywhere. I have bones to pick with both of you, okay?
Wow.
But I do not have a bone to pick with Christine Hurley, the queen of comedy. Yes, I get the all-star. This
Kathy
is
and Tony for having me today. This
thank
is
you.
more
This
than
is,
lovely.
This is our holiday special.
This is our holiday special.
Yeah.
You know, since we've seen each other last, Christine and I have been in Aruba together.
Oh.
Yes.
We're gonna get to it. Go
Do you
ahead.
guys have something to tell us?
Well, we've seen each other in the bathing suits, and we're still
Look at
friends.
and we can't unsee that.
No,
Either of us. That's something that
No.
we'll...
Look at that's the first time I've almost seen you
Yeah.
I'm
speechless.
crying a little.
a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like staring into the sun.
yeah, it is. Don't
What was-
do it.
What was your bathing suit like? Was it
It was
Speedo?
a speed, absolutely.
Was it?
Of course.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
it was.
and
All right.
I don't know
Wait
if
a
I've
minute,
ever.
yours was
Thong
the speed?
edition.
Oh,
yeah.
yours.
Yeah.
Tony wears
Oh.
a thong.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody.
The beach.
I don't know if anybody knows this, and I've made this public, but I don't know if here. But in a Japanese clothing, in a Japanese
Yeah.
clothing, in a speedo,
Yeah.
I'm a 4X.
Talking about Magic
Four-
Mike.
You know, I'm 4X.
For sexy.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
you are.
perhaps.
For sexy.
And I'm just saying the waistband is a little loose,
But
but I still need the 4X.
but you know, the,
if you catch my drift.
your pendulum comes to play.
That's right.
Is that why you're calling them the human tripod?
That
down at the
absolutely
Aruba?
is.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, my
I
little
think
friend
we should
Rex.
leave and let
Yeah.
them just go on there and
But
do
we
their
had a
thing.
nice
We had
nice
a
time.
wonderful
Oh, I
time.
gotta tell you from my text messages I got from Tony V, from Aruba. So I sent to him because he hasn't been here in a little while. So I said, even Ryan Carter, my son, is wondering when you're coming back.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Tony V sends me back. He goes, sorry, this is on me. I apologize. Next text, he says, I'll make. Oh, no, I'm feeling bad. And I didn't want to make him feel bad.
Right.
Next one, he said, I'll make it up to you. I promise. I'm going to be back. Next text is a video of him in the back of a boat, smoking a big cigar, not with a care in the world. I'm thinking he doesn't care about the pod.
Not
Am I
a little
right?
bit. No.
No, he didn't.
That
Didn't
was
say anything.
I took that video.
You took that video.
Oh, you did?
I
Oh, so
did.
She was in the
I
front
took
of the
it.
boat. Thank you, Matt.
I took that video. I wanted
We
everybody
were on
to
our
see
way.
how hard we worked.
Yeah, we were on our way from our beach to
Right.
another beach.
oh, of course you were.
Exactly.
Right.
Which was the seventh best
Third,
beach in the
third
world?
beach in the world, Eagle Beach in Aruba is TripAdvisor third best beach in
Yeah,
the world.
And that's where you guys
I
were.
want to
And,
recount.
And the men
Did
went.
it drop after seeing him in the bathing suit?
It absolutely.
It's
No way.
skyrocketed.
They were lucky to have
That
me.
was number one.
They were
right?
lucky. Oh no, he added a little glitter to that place.
Yeah.
They were lucky to have Tony in a bathing suit there.
All the men went jet skiing, and the ladies and I stayed on the beach.
Exactly. It was
And,
wonderful.
and
it
had a
was
good
fantastic.
time.
It was fantastic.
Now, you guys had some shows down there?
We did. Yep,
Yeah,
we had one every night.
How'd you do? Did you
We-
kill?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. The shows were great.
The shows really
it's
were.
it's
They
like
were great.
Yeah, it's like one night like 10 people from Charlestown were
Oh,
there.
exactly.
It's
I
all
got
from
more
around
people
here.
call me say, I just saw Christine and Tony V. I go, okay, when did you? Oh yeah, we were down in Aruba.
Aruba,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's like from
Everybody's
around
down there. It's all
Yeah.
it's New England.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And,
Everybody down there.
You make fun, but we each work up to a half hour a night.
You must have been
Exactly.
exhausted, Tony.
and stood
Wiped out.
stood for
the whole time.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Didn't take a
Poor
break.
thing.
You're
Are
the
you
beach
okay?
cheer.
I'm all right.
We did not take a break.
We are wiped out.
You guys should really take a vacation.
We really
No,
should.
yeah.
We
Well,
really.
didn't you go from there to Miami to where were you?
I went from there to Miami, right? Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Then I did a casino down at Dania Beach with Leonard, and Tony stayed in Aruba.
I was down there for 10
Oh,
days.
we know.
Yeah,
Oh, we
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
We know.
Listen, if I could have found a palapa with my name on it, you'd never see me again.
Isn't it heaven there?
You can smoke on the beach.
It is heaven
They
there.
they don't flinch.
Nope. Everybody's so happy. You can
Yeah,
you can
it's
masturbate in the lobby.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
One big happy island.
It's one
right?
big happy island.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, they're going through renovations anyway. so it
Exactly.
doesn't-
Exactly.
You were very good trying to keep that on course
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Kathy said,
What did she just say?
I
Yeah.
think there was some buzzwords that we're
Yeah.
not allowed to use on our
Alright.
podcast.
Oh.
And I'm the
Who's got the
enforcer.
button?
Oh, listen to you.
Me.
You
Who's good?
use
Oh, you
more
got
of
the
Christine Hurley's buzzwords
Okay,
than
yeah,
anyone.
yeah.
Am I right of that or what?
That's okay.
I have some of
That's
your
what-
jokes down.
You
that's
have
what-
some of your
that's
jokes
why-
down.
That's why
Whenever-
I love my Kathy.
Whenever we need something, I tell you this all the time. When you need something in the town halls, she says she's going to call Parker. to take care of it.
Parker.
And one of your lines,
Parker.
one of your lines made the rounds the other night.
What was that?
George Ravinas, our friend from owns Frank's Steakhouse,
Oh yeah.
was at his aunt's 95th birthday,
Right.
and they're all opening up presents.
Yeah.
And then they yell out to George, "What did you get her?" And he says,
Something I like because I'm gonna have it pretty soon.
A kayak.
Was it a kayak? Yeah.
and he got applause from most people there, and then did give you credit for it.
Well,
So.
good. That's nice.
We had the best thing about being down in Aruba with Tony. We talked all the time and everything, and we had Tony, which I will not repeat. But I said Tony's such a good comic because he's clean and brilliant. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's
Yeah.
hard to do. But I said, did you ever tell dirty jokes? He told us two were the dirtiest. It was
Tony.
my heart grew 10
Was
sizes. I was so in love.
Was it the
Like,
blind dog involved or that one?
No, we won't
man.
go into.
No, we will
Yeah.
not.
Off
But
the air,
I
we
was
will.
never so happy.
Yeah.
Was
Oh
it
my
all right?
God.
Was
Oh,
it the one
I've
with
got
the
it.
at the carnival? All right. Well,
Anyway.
We'll
you know,
tell you
so-
off here.
someday we're just gonna have a show just the punchlines to everything.
I
all
think
right.
that would be
Yeah, we're good at
fantastic.
that.
Yeah.
I would love that. That's great.
I
We'll
like
we'll
that.
lead. You
yeah,
guys do the
I could do
punchline.
that.
Or we'll
I
do
like
the
it.
punchline, and then you can just fill in the blanks.
Embellish it.
Yeah.
Kathy,
That's
could
it.
you do the ring story?
I could
Oh,
absolutely.
she certainly
I
could.
could absolutely do the ring story.
Literally and figuratively.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
All right, leave that for the show. So where is Jimmy Hurley driving around?
Jimmy Hurley, he dropped me off. I said, "Come in and get a cigar," but he was. I don't
all
know.
right,
We were out late last night, so we're.
Okay, I'm gonna rat you out right now.
Okay.
Jimmy Hurley's the nicest guy in the world. All right, don't shake your
Rick.
head. And I have proof right here. He's the nicest guy in the world. I have something that I pulled up online today from the Patriot Ledger. When you first started out, they're asking you
Wow.
questions.
Wow.
What is your proudest accomplishment? Being blissfully married to the one and only Jimmy Hurley for at that point was 21 years, and with him raising the 5 sweetest, kindest, big-hearted, grounded, beautiful kids on the planet.
Wow.
Did you really say that?
Wow.
I do.
So
I actually
where did it
remember
go
saying
wrong in
that.
the last 10 years?
I don't know. Something.
How drunk were you?
Something happened. You know, it's that Percocet. That's what it is.
That'll do it to you.
GD Percocet. That's what it is.
You've been trying to kick
That's
that,
what
huh?
I have been trying.
All right, Kathy wants to know, do you really do this? Because some of this, we're not sure. Slim Fast and vodka.
Absolutely.
But she's
Yeah.
been doing it.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, you told
Absolutely.
that the one story, and I don't really mean to be leading you.
Oh no.
and,
It's
and setting you up, but the time that you packed your lunch for your son.
true.
Yeah.
He packed his own lunch.
Oh, he packed his own lunch because you were
Yes,
busy
I was
drinking
tired.
upstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was in bed.
Oh yeah, you were tired.
Yes, he
You weren't tired. You wanted to have an extra
He
cigarette in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
In bed. Yeah. So he packed his own lunch.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
happened?
And the nurse called. The school nurse called about
Yeah.
3 hours after he got on the bus, and I had to go pick him up and pick him and his lunchbox up. And I said, well, why? So she said, because unfortunately he packed a leftover box of Kung Pao chicken and 2 wine coolers. True story.
Healthy
True story.
lunch.
They
had-
talk about it at
You had other issues with the school system too.
many.
Yeah.
Many. The wrong school, I would call.
Yes.
The kids in sick.
Yeah. So what happened there? I'm just curious about that one.
One of my daughters was homesick from school. She said she didn't feel good, so I said, well, I'll do the right thing, which I never did. It was like the first time I ever actually called the nurse. Like, usually I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Let them call
Yep.
me.
So I called the nurse and left a message on the machine that Ryan wasn't coming in. And about 15 minutes later, the phone rings. And it's the school nurse. She said, Christine, it's Nurse Kane from the West School. I said, how are you? And she said, I'm fine. I'm sorry Ryan doesn't feel well, but she doesn't go here. So yes, they tell these stories that one of the principals just retired recently. They had a big retirement party for him.
You know
and
why.
I guess they told. Now we know why he retired.
What did you say to the nurse?
Oh, I said, do you have any idea where she goes? Any idea? Can you give me?
Any tips?
Can you point me in the right
We
direction?
can't talk about schools because poor Tony V's son went off to school this year, and you're gonna have a daughter go. somewhere.
My daughter's going somewhere. I don't care where she goes.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
as long as it's out of my house.
I
I'm
thought she was
fine.
your
I'm
favorite.
fine with
Oh.
that.
Poochie gives him a run for his money.
I'll give you a little insight into my daughter.
Yeah.
When I was in Aruba,
Yep.
she FaceTimed me,
Yep.
and I had to talk her through changing a light bulb.
Is that a true story?
That's a true
That
story.
is a true story.
That's a true story.
That is
After-
There's
I'm-
extra
I'm-
jokes in there. Yeah.
We're outside of the showroom. I'm ready to go on. I get the FaceTime, and it's my little Poochie, and I go, "Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Dad, I got to change the light bulb. We've been using a camping lantern in the bathroom since you left." And I go, "Oh, okay." All right. I said, "First thing you got to do is find a light bulb." Well, where were they? There we go.
Didn't you just tell her to ask her mother?
No, your mother is the
Oh, she's
problem with
behind it.
you,
Okay.
you'll get electrocuted.
Yeah, don't
I go,
touch anything
Don't
electric.
touch that electric.
Yeah,
You get, and well, what if the switch is off? Well, I'll get electric. I go, no, it'll just go on. It's I go, I haven't taught you this yet. But this is what you do. I'm teaching her to drive, and I live in Charlestown.
Yeah. Oh.
I know.
And-
Where do you teach someone to drive
You
in
have-
Charlestown?
I mean, that's where they're going to be driving. So we're between two parked cars because I don't
So
have
it's
the
supposed
luxury.
to be 3-point to park, but
Yeah.
not in Charlestown,
No,
right?
This is just getting out of the space. We're in the space trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
And she looks at me. She goes, "Dad, do I have enough room to, make the turn without hitting the car in front of me?" And I say, "Absolutely not." 4 seconds later,
And what she heard
Right.
was,
go right ahead.
I don't see a problem with that at all.
4 seconds later, bang! She whacks the car, and not a tap. I mean, she was going for it. And I go, "Why'd you bother asking me? If you were going to do that anyway, now I'm complicit." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I do.
if anybody saw it as the responsible
Yep,
adult,
you are.
they'd go, "Did you know she was going
Right.
to do that?" And I
Right.
go, "Yeah, I did. Yes, I did."
Because a good attorney would have said, "Did you ask your father?"
Right.
Yeah.
Which
Oh.
she did.
Right.
You didn't say what the answer was,
Right.
but in a court of law,
Okay,
you
so
know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, now that's a good point. So if they said, "Did you ask your father?" and she said yes, and they said to me, "What did you say?"
Well, there you go.
And then I
Point,
said,
counterpoint.
right. But I say, "Yeah, no, you can't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it."
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But she didn't quite hear that.
No.
Well, what is
she's-
that? What is that saying? You hear what you want to hear.
Exactly.
Exactly.
She wanted to go
Exactly.
for it.
She,
Exactly.
she heard, "Go right ahead. It's gonna be fine."
Where's she thinking of going to school, Tom?
She's landed already in a place called AMDA, which is Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts
In New York?
in New York
That's
City,
right. I
on
think
the
you
Upper
told me
West
that.
Side.
Yep.
She's got
Now, when Tony says landed, it sounds like he just pulled up,
Yeah, yeah.
opened the door,
and
and
the
sent
landing,
her out.
And there she is.
slow down to 35.
Yeah,
That's all I
that's-
can do. That's all I can do.
Very good.
And then now, she's
Now,
trying
there's
a couple.
There's a good parent.
She's
yeah.
trying, but she wants New York because I know you were going to Chicago.
Yeah, and she's going back to Chicago to do Roosevelt. She's going to audition at a place called Roosevelt, and she's actually got a couple of other auditions because the school she's looking at, you got to audition into as
Isn't
well.
that unbelievable?
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good
it's
for
great.
her.
Sure.
You got two
Yeah.
two kids that are going to
Sure.
be in the arts.
I mean, she's
think
going to be
that's-
living when she's 38. That's what it means.
That's right. Well, remember, my oldest makes rolls of Bertucci's.
Yeah,
so-
well,
Oh, my daughter
you know, we're
uses that
super,
line
yeah,
still too.
I know, poor Renee. I know. Poor
have
thing.
you ever had the rolls of
They're
Bertucci?
fantastic.
She's
They're
doing
phenomenal.
She's doing the Lord's work. You're right, Tony. They are phenomenal. They are.
Oh, they're
Believe
great.
me,
You
we've
get
all
to
had
see
our
that.
share.
Oh, yeah.
So she's, I was telling Christine one day that Renee had just passed the bar exam. I was so excited, and she goes, "Well, my daughter is now making rolls up at Tucci."
Yeah,
She's
so
right.
so la di da. Renee and her bar exams. Whoop de doo.
Christine, you'll like Renee's line. She just passes the bar, and she was serious about this line. Our good friend Lenny Clark had just gotten Ryan Carter a job at the Red Sox.
Right.
Yep.
Scott, as you know, is the ball boy for the
Celtics.
And Renee, and she was serious about this. She goes, "Why do they get all the good jobs?"
See?
I know. Why do they get all the
Is
good
that
jobs?
oh my God, she is the cutest little
Come on,
thing.
the
Oh my
Bruins
God,
going to
that
need
one-
something.
Yeah.
I can fit in here somewhere,
Yeah.
right?
No, she got the best job of all. She works at Carter
We-
Law
Carter Law.
Office.
Yes, she does.
Exactly.
She does
We were
have
going
the
to talk
With
about
the
that.
nicest boss.
We
Yeah.
You
actually,
do have the nicest
Yeah.
boss.
this group here is epitomizing why this show's all about. Because seriously, we were thinking today we're going to talk about how good our client. We've had some tough ones over the years, and we've had some great people. I think I see one in our studio audience today, John Maroney.
John
from
Maroney.
New Fed.
Hey, John.
John, wave
the
to
best.
the crowd there. Can you see
He's
it?
the best.
So this is epitomizes as having this group on this show today.
Thank you,
because
Rick.
you
We
get-
are honored
Well,
to be here.
We were going to talk about all the great things that happened in 2017, weren't we? For Carter Law Office.
They're all on
and-
my
What
notes
happened?
here.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear
Let's
it.
hear it.
Let's get into some
Well,
content.
this is one of them, right? This is one of them.
Yeah, we got a great
Our
staff.
platform. To,
Oh yeah, we're having a great podcast here
This
Yeah.
is
at Studio 21.
you do this very well, you guys. This is very well done. Believe
It's
me,
fun.
we do
You don't
a
think it's
lot
real
of different
manufactured? Because we
Not
prep
even-
all week on this stuff.
Do you?
No, I sent to Tony. Are you showing up at 1? And
Well,
he
you're
goes,
doing
yes.
something wrong.
As close
That's
to one as possible.
Yeah, it's a huge waste of time. Huge.
Yeah, we couldn't make this stuff up,
We
though.
can't make this.
Nope.
Christine, Kathy Holtshouser has been calling in sick lately.
Oh,
Yes.
Kathy,
Lately.
what's
Yeah.
going on?
I know, it's horrible.
What is
It's
going
like
on?
clockwork.
I
Every
got shopping to do.
every
Oh,
every 30 years she calls in sick.
Excuse
This isn't
me.
going to look good on the
That's-
year in review.
They're
You know what I mean?
absolutely not.
I just heard of. I was listening to that other past dated medium radio
Yes,
on the way
I
up.
remember that.
The way things used to be.
That's so like
Yeah.
20th century.
So-
yeah.
so
yeah,
ugly.
exactly.
But they had a guy on who has a business where they have flex days off. There's no vacation
Oh,
time.
don't worry about that, Tony.
And that my
Don't-
first thought was, that I think
Was it
Carter
called-
Law has been doing that forever.
Was it called Flex Days Off or Kathy's Days
Kathy's
Off?
Days
It's
Off.
actually a synonym.
Listen, it's Christmas time. You got to shop,
I know,
honey.
I got stuff to do,
I used to-
sister.
exactly.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
exactly.
trust me, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
She doesn't take any sick days, but she has more personal days than you can imagine. Dentist once a month. She's got to look at her teeth. And the
Her
cleanest
teeth are insane.
I know.
He always wants
Crazy
a
good.
note. He always wants a note from my doctor and my dentist.
Oh, didn't you laugh?
You don't need a note. The proof is in the pudding. Look
Yeah.
at
Oh,
those
yeah.
teeth.
So she went to the doctor's the other day, and the doctor says to her and her husband, do you need me to send a note to your employer? And the two of them just laughed. Oh yeah, Rick Carter. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he deserves a note.
I should have just got it. and
Shoulda
turned
got
it
it
I know,
anyway
just
there.
for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have just kept it with no date on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Use it whenever you
Fill in
want.
the
That's
blank.
a great idea.
So we've had some tough employees
Tough-
over the years. So,
Tough employees
yeah,
or clients? Or...
yeah. We did have one that would have made you proud. I was
Ooh.
thinking this today. We're bringing
Which
Christine.
one that says,
I won't.
I don't
won't
get
say
paid-
her
I
full
don't
name.
get paid
Oh no,
to
we
do
had
this.
that. I'll take one of your lines. I won't say her name, but Susan.
Give me the initials.
Yeah.
Susan.
So I'm working on a Sunday, very very hard on a Sunday, and I think she used to dip a little
Oh,
bit. So
God, that's
on a
my
Sunday,
girl.
I get a call from her boyfriend, and she goes, "Is Susan there?" I go, "No, not here." And I'm thinking, "Uh-oh, I'm ratting her out."
Right,
She
Yeah,
must have said-
exactly.
And I said, "No, well, maybe she's coming in a little later on." He said, "Why isn't she there?" I go, and finally he goes, "Oh, Today's Sunday.
What day is it?
What day is this?
Oh, so he's.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
He might be tipping more than her.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
The two of them.
He
Oh,
lost a couple of days.
oh yeah.
I'll give you a tip. She didn't work on Monday, and we told you you gotta head to hills there.
Are
you know.
you kidding me?
Yeah,
oh my
some
God.
lady we'll talk about. We won't give her name either, but Louianne, who was certifiable. We'll
Yeah,
do
we have
that.
some really.
We'll
We
have
could
to
write
do
a
that
book,
off the air.
actually.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh, yeah.
There are more
Oh, yeah.
wacky people out
Oh,
there
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
than there.
Did you ever look at the world and wonder how things get done?
Yeah.
Right?
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
Who's
people
capable?
I know, right, who I don't know any capable people
I
who
don't
can
either.
do anything.
I don't.
I mean, we do our jobs, right?
Yeah,
But I have no
for
other.
a half hour
Right.
a day,
I have no-
standing up.
But really, Tony, I have no other skill.
No, me.
I bring
me
nothing
neither
to
Look
do
the
at
I.
Tony's
table.
face on you. Like, are you mocking me?
Yeah.
Did you see that? He kind of came back a little bit.
No, but I mean, honestly, you have an 8-hour day, but you're not working for 8 hours.
Who-
I don't
who
see
does?
anyone on this table that works 8 hours a day. I'll
Who
tell you
does?
that right
I
now.
work 8 hours.
Yeah, last week.
Right.
In a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So what are you thinking?
So that's what.
So
yeah,
you-
I don't know. As far as I know, it's all
Like, how does-
witchcraft.
yeah,
Like,
how does stuff
a
get
plane
done?
stay up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How
I
does,
mean, really, look at like
I was in when we were in Aruba. I was talking to a buddy of mine. Right, I'm in Aruba. He's going through the Panama Canal, and
Yeah.
we're looking at each other on a phone.
that's amazing.
and I go,
Who
somebody,
makes that happen?
somebody did
invented
that, but nobody I know could do
No.
that.
Right.
No
right.
way.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
No way.
Right.
Isn't it amazing?
It really is.
That's
And
why I got pregnant so many times, because I'm a quitter.
Yeah, right.
And I thought, you know what? This is something I got to go beginning, middle,
You pick-
end.
yeah.
This has got to.
You pick something and you saw it through.
I stuck
Yeah.
with it.
That's,
job.
That's why I
that's all
kept
you
having
can
them.
do.
I was like,
Sometimes you just
gives you-
gotta finish.
it's a successful feeling.
Now, were
you
you
know, in-
were
in
you
a
at were you
world
at the
of quitters.
restaurant when you were first having kids, or were you at the real estate office?
I was at the real estate office when I
Yeah.
started first having the kids. I did
Imagine
the restaurant
Christine
there.
at the real estate
No.
office. What were your duties there?
No, can you imagine
Well-
we were at the restaurant?
Oh, I
They
can
gave-
imagine
they
that.
gave me duties at the real estate office. I did none of them. None of them.
Sounds like our
I used
office.
to say them. I used to say
Why
them,
have you been
"Listen,
reading the Conor Law Office
You know,
handbook?
well, I thought this is it was the easiest, it was the best job in the world. Like I wait, but you know, the Victoria's Secret catalog would come in, and I, you know, like I just had it was just the bet. They'd say, Christine, can you type this purchase and sale? Not today.
you mean today? You want
Yeah,
that done?
today? Yeah. I'm not feeling it. I am just not
Oh,
feeling it.
She was
Yeah.
like George on Seinfeld. He had like that
Exactly.
one file for
Working
like
for
2
New
years.
York Yankees.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like my own Vandalay Industries. That's what I was. That's what I was. I made
Good way to be.
I made that job work around my
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
schedule.
yeah.
Yep.
Did you have a little bedroom underneath your office like
Oh,
George
you bet
used
I
to have?
did.
Oh,
You
yeah.
bet I did. Actually, had an office, a back. Like I'd go in the back office and say I was using the fax. Yeah.
How long did you last at the real estate office?
God, on and off almost 10 years.
No.
Yeah, I was
They
a
kept
I
having
was.
you back?
They kept having me. I was a cashier at the Shaw's up the street, and I got discovered there. It was like
Yeah.
a Lana,
Oh, wow.
Lana Turner
Wait, you're in the
soda fountain type of thing.
and the real estate people.
The real
tapped you?
estate,
Oh.
guy, Steve Webster, who
Oh, you
owned
laughed.
Success Real Estate, used to come through my line all the time. And P.S. at the time, I weighed 250 pounds. I thought, this dude is a chubby chaser. He waits in my line every day. I can't believe. And he finally said, "You have to come work for me. You have to come." So I told him, "Listen, I'm not going to do much." I said, "I like this little job that I just punch keys and scan. That's all." So I said, "I'll give you a good phone. That's all I can. That's all I can do." And I answered the phone, but setting up appointments and stuff, I didn't do that.
No.
All right.
I used to put them on
I
hold.
know we keep backtracking, but we hired one. Well, I sent my brother-in-law out because he was working the school. So I said, "Go find someone. We need someone to work the phones." So he did the same thing. He went to a little convenience store, found a nice young lady, and says, "Would you like to work at Carter Law Office?" Brings her down the next day, and she quits the next day. And the mother calls in. We said, "Well, what happened?" She goes, "She didn't know she had to answer the phones." I go, "Well, that's you got hired to answer the phones."
God. Oh my God. It's
She
frightening.
didn't know she
You
had
had
to
to answer the phone.
And we've had some people with phones ringing and you hear out in the background. Do you want me to get that?
Yeah.
So how about the phone?
Or you'd hear say, phone.
Yeah.
How about
Job.
How about the
No
girl
longer.
that showed up with the novel about that big?
Oh yeah.
And we're all running around like chickens with our heads cut off.
And
like
she's
sweat-
reading?
And she's just sitting at her desk. I said,
Yeah.
if she's not gone tomorrow, You are gonna have a problem.
I thought you were talking about that one guest we had. Maybe we'll do this someday. Our best and worst guest we had.
Guest, yeah.
So one of the first radio shows we did way back when, we had this real estate broker come on, and he brought on a manual like this high to go over the stats of Essex County. And I'm thinking,
no.
do you know how
Tony-
the show goes?
Oh,
What did Tony do with the book?
He sat on it,
I felt so bad for that guy.
and he kept persevering. He goes, "You want to know the stats
Yeah,
for last
sure.
month?"
Yeah.
Imagine saying that to him.
And then he started asking himself his own questions
Yeah.
and answering because he was getting nowhere.
He
with
had
it.
just wanna
literally
say
lost it. Yeah,
boring.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We thought he was the salesman ventriloquist because he was yelling out questions to himself.
That's funny.
Oh
Well,
my
this has
god.
been a great show.
It
This
has
has
been.
been a
Is it
great
over?
show. Well, I don't know. I think we should wrap it up. I don't know.
I don't know. It's gone awfully fast. Don't you?
I know we've
I know,
already
it
done
has
our
gone
little
We
bit
probably
here.
could do 5 more minutes.
No, I think I gotta. I need 5 minutes to thank you guys because again,
Oh, honey, God
no,
bless
seriously, you guys are the Hall of Famers on stage today. There, we had
Honey.
more show than we needed there,
you.
right?
Well, the,
Yeah, we didn't get much content. Did we?
No, we got a lot in
Sure.
there. It's all subliminal, Tony. You're gonna
Okay.
go back and listen to this. You're gonna say,
All right.
"Wow, I learned a little bit today."
and God bless you. During this holiday season, I want to thank you guys. The best thing about my job is meeting. I'm telling you, meeting Rick, meeting Kathy, Ricky. You guys are just the
No,
best.
you're-
You
you
did
are the
the
best.
Thank you,
No.
Christine.
and I
We
get
love
to work
you.
with my hero,
Thank
Tony V.
And now we
who
know
I
why.
Adore, and Tony V, comic perfection,
Absolutely.
Yep.
personal
He is.
perfection. He is
Not
just
a good gambler.
not a good gambler.
Not
Terrible
a good
gambler.
gambler.
Terrible gambler.
Yeah.
And not a Calvin Klein swimsuit model.
No. You know what a blivet is?
No.
You know the term blivet?
BLIVET?
Yes.
No.
It's 5 pounds of shit in a 3-pound bag.
And we didn't know that.
I don't know why you wouldn't know that.
That's my word of the day.
I like it.
Yep.
Love it.
That's my
Flip.
word of the
Was
day.
there a purpose to this word?
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I look like in a bathing suit.
Oh,
No.
okay. Oh, okay.
You're not even
All right.
close, you muffin. You're cuddly. Downright cuddly.
I don't think I've ever
What
seen
you are.
Tony embarrassed.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's the
He's actually
cutest little.
twitching with his
Yes,
fingers.
he absolutely is.
We
He
could have to get a
absolutely.
psychiatrist in there.
And he's just a joy. 24
No, we
hours
had-
a
we
day.
had a
We
great
enjoy
time.
him.
He's,
Great.
he's
Yep.
just a delight.
Yep.
Just a delightful, wonderful
I mean,
human
he's
being.
fantastic.
He is. He is. God love him, my Tony. I'm a lucky girl.
Well, on behalf of
Are you guys having a party?
yeah,
All right.
in January.
We're
right.
not doing
We're
it.
doing a New Year's party.
Oh, good. I
Yeah.
like that better.
Yeah.
Don't
Right.
ask us to come and do a bit.
No,
No,
you,
we
you come
really-
and be our
No,
guest.
You're
Like,
taking next December off.
That,
We've already
yes, I
talked
am.
about
Thank
Right.
you. Amen.
Tony V, Kathy Holtshouser, and Christine Hurley. This has
Woohoo.
been awesome.
Love
Thank
you, Rick. Love you, Kathy.
love
Love
you
you
too.
guys.
Love you, Tone.
We appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
everything.
New Year.
Merry
Happy
everything.
everything.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah. See you next week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.